Hey guys, I wanted to cover the 3 ways that I found to be the most effective in generating more referrals. So in our practices, we're bringing in new clients from our marketing, which is great. We've got search and content and things to try and increase our word of mouth and people to talk about us. And then we've got referrals, which is where, in my opinion, is where we're asking someone or encouraging people to tell their friends and family about us. Now, for me, I found that there was the simple 3-step framework, which I taught my associates and my clients as well on getting more referrals. And it comes down to this. The first thing is timing. The second is educating. And the third is asking. So the best time to ask for referrals is when somebody's just had an amazing experience. If you're seeing a client and you randomly ask for a referral, that's great and will probably go reasonably well. But if you time it with somebody who's just got a great result, you've just done the report of findings visit with them and presented a treatment recommendation, the person's excited to start. Maybe they've had a progress review and they're getting results. Maybe they told you something. Those are what I call golden moments, and that's the perfect timing to ask for a referral. There's no better time when someone's had a positive result because they're in that mind frame. And secondly, when they're scheduling appointments and things and they've just been told their treatment plan and they're raring to go, if you say to them, hey, bring your spouse along to that appointment, that next visit, I want to run them through what we're doing with you so they can be on board, that gives you an opportunity for a referral. The second part of the framework is educating. People can't refer if they don't have enough information to tell people about it. Have you ever had a product or service that you love, but you just haven't been able to effectively articulate to anybody else what it is or why it's awesome? And so you're there just using it thinking it's great, but don't know how to tell people. I felt that myself, where I just didn't either want to tell people because I didn't know how to explain it, or I thought that they might judge me because I can't explain it well enough and so you might laugh at me, or I just didn't think to explain it because I didn't realize that it would be such an incredible solution for other people. You see, that most of the time when we refer, we're not referring for a benefit like make money or whatever. Like even if there's a referral, I'll give you $100 if you refer somebody. That is not going to incentivize most people to refer. Most people will refer, especially in healthcare, because they feel like it's going to help somebody else, going to help their friend or family member. So if you're looking to get more referrals, people have to be educated about the benefits. They have to be educated about how to communicate what's actually happening and how to explain it to someone, and how to explain those benefits to another person in a way that would make sense for that person so they don't feel like they're rambling. So let's say you're a massage therapist, chiropractor, or whatever. Having conversations with your clients where you are passively educating them about the possible things that can be helped by your services, the incredible results you've got for another client with something obscure, so that people start asking those questions. And we've all had them where someone says, oh, I didn't know that you helped with X, Y, and Z, or wow, you help with children, or you help with headaches, or you help this, or you help that. I didn't realize. That's showing you that there was a lack of education there. Now, a new client isn't going to know, but your regular clients who have seen you a long time, they should really understand all of the incredible benefits that your services provide, the outcomes, who you work with, who you don't work with, so that they can, when they meet somebody who's got headaches, who's complaining that they're seeing somebody and they're not getting results, they can think, well, the person that I see gets great results for headaches. I know that because they told me. I believe and trust this person, so I want to share that value with my friend who's struggling, and I want to be someone who helps them. So educating is number 2. Making sure that your clients are fully aware of who it is that you help, how you help, not in a preachy way, like don't start saying, let me tell you about blah, 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 but just in casual conversation. I saw this child the other day, they were really having feeding troubles, and after seeing them for a couple of sessions, breastfeeding's improved, mum's happier, baby doesn't have as many colicky symptoms. The client would say, oh, wow, you help with babies? And go, yeah, babies that have these sorts of things, they get great results. That's now educated that person so that if they say, I've got a niece or nephew who's got a problem, they're already educated and they'll think to do it themselves. Or you can, with the first part of the framework, you can say, hey, you should send them to me, right? Because timing is also related to that. Now, the third part is asking. It might be a great time for a referral, but you just didn't ask. They might be well educated, but they just didn't think to do it, and you didn't ask. So above all, getting referrals comes down to asking. So if there is anything that you can do after watching this video, is go and ask 3 of your clients to refer somebody. Go up to somebody, let's say John has headaches. Say, John, I'm looking to bring on a couple more clients who are struggling with back issues or headaches or posture. I want you to see about referring somebody into us. It could be your friend or family member, somebody that you see as either having those issues or you think would benefit from coming in for an assessment. I want you to tell them about us and get them in contact. And then just go and ask 3 people, and you'll be surprised how many referrals you get. We just did this with some clients in our upper level mastermind program, and a bunch of them have already started getting referrals because they just simply started asking. And when they paired that with the previous 2 steps in the framework, which is timing and educating, it became much easier to get more referrals. Now, the more that you follow this process, you are timing things, you're educating people, and you're asking, it becomes ingrained in your culture. Your front desk staff start to do it. You start to do it. All of your clients become more educated. You're more aware of the great timings of when to ask for referrals, and then you ask for them. It becomes a cultural thing in your practice to ask for referrals. And if you're serious about growing and filling your calendar or filling the calendar of your associates, relying on marketing is the fastest way to heartache. Sometimes marketing works, sometimes it doesn't work. You want to have this consistent, what we call multiplier, sitting there in the background. If you got 10 new clients and every single one of them referred one person, you've just doubled the effectiveness of your marketing. So think about that the next time you're doing a marketing campaign. Launch a marketing campaign and then think, how else can I bolster getting referrals from my clients? Well, I'm going to follow that framework that James from practiceowner.com shared, which is timing it and knowing when to ask, making sure people are educated enough that they can actually go and tell people about it, and then flipping asking them. So if you like this video, we got plenty more content in our Facebook group and on our YouTube channel. I'll post those in the comments below. And if you have any comments of your own, or you want to ask me any questions about what we talked about today, just leave it in the comments and I'll jump in there and answer it. Hope this has been helpful.